Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a little bit of an issue on our hands. As of this moment, we don't have internet. That's right, we have no internet, so we are coming to you through a internetless world at this moment. And we are unable to pull videos for Goblin Slayer and My Hero Academia off of their respective streaming platforms. But thankfully, due to my future-proof thinking, we have the box set for Evangelion, Neon Genesis Evangelion. We are on currently disc 2 because disc 1, my friend has it. That's all I'm going to say about that. So we are, oh God, I'm so scared. So needless to say, we are going to, yeah. So yeah, there it is, right there. In all of its glory. Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, right there.
There you go.
So, it looks that with the little nerve symbol down there, it actually looks pretty cool. So, anywho, let us continue with our adventures into the world of Neon Genesis. And by the way, yes, we do know that it is now going to be on Netflix. However, it probably will not be out on Netflix by the time we are finished reacting to this. We're probably going to try and react to this as fast as humanly possible.
Probably not. So if you ask that question in the comments, we know that you do not pay attention to the entire video.
So there you go.
You've given yourself away, and you should thank Caleb in the comments for letting you skip past this part.
Mm-hmm. So, all right. Let's not dilly-dally as much right now. I'm wanting to watch some Evangelion. I got it on screen. And here we go. I skipped that. Okay. There we go. Finally, we got it. Do what now?
Oh, yeah. I was trying to remember what happened at the end of the last episode. Now I remember.
Okay, I will say one thing. I prefer the rebuilt version of this because it made it a lot more epic.
That wasn't even his fault.
Give him a heart massage. You mean a freaking... you mean a freaking jolt to the system? Yoink!
I think they call that a defibrillator.
Yeah.
Because I was going to say, are they going to do the whole thing again where they're just not going to explain how they're not all fucking dead after he didn't manage to kill that thing?
You'll see. Just take the top of the building off. Could you imagine, like, using a pulley system to make the building talk now since the roof's been pulled off? Like, we are the Griffin House. Bring us a tool shed.
Government's turning our power out so they can hide the fact that the moon is made of cheese. I don't fucking know.
Thank you, Alex Jones.
Yeah. I made about as much sense as most conspiracy theories, mate.
Yeah. You could consider that a little bit of revenge. And there they are. Unit 1 and Unit 0. We believe in you! We know who's piloting Unit 1! Is now under a blackout.
I got they didn't explain how they got that fucking hooked up. There's just a giant fucking power outlet that goes to all of Japan.
No, well,
it's like, how the hell?
All the prefectures have their respective power grids. My guess is they ran as many lines as they could, like along the roads. They pretty much shut down the roads and said, "Hey, here we go. Let's do this." Come here, buddy. Look at him. He's excited. He's excited. He's a happy boy. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, you're cold, buddy. You're cold. Oh, you missed all right.
could see the abridged version of that being like, why are you such a little bitch?
Wow, she actually smiled. She emoted.
It kind of makes her look weird. Just because she hasn't this whole time.
Yeah. You're used to seeing that same plain looking expression on her face. There you go. So, yeah. That's that's what happened. I will say I do like the what happened in the rebuild version of this a bit better. It made it of course the rebuild series, this is actually where the first movie ended. So that's one thing that this film really that the film really had going well for it, is that all this was well structured together and fit very well as a film. And I was excited. I was like, oh, so this is what they're doing. This is what they're going to do. They're going to pretty much retell the series, but make things bigger, better, and also add in little footnotes here and there that actually add to the narrative overall. That's cool. I like that.
They didn't.
Then the third episode happened, or the third movie happened. I'm just like, huh? No. The second. A lot of people say the second film is where the rebuild series went off the rails. I disagree. I thought a lot of the stuff they added in the second rebuild movie was actually really good. Except the inclusion of one character I know has been met with overwhelming mixed response. In which, if we ever do...
Is it just a new character?
Yes.
It's probably one of the ones I've seen on like the cover art for one of those movies at some point.
Probably.
So I'm like, I don't remember ever seeing anything about them before now. They must be brand new.
Yeah. So let me just put this over here because it's in the way. But
I don't know, it's basically there's a list of questions right now,
and
if they don't answer those questions,
what's some of the questions that you have that if I can answer them?
It's not necessarily that it's a question I can just straight up ask. It's just a thing that it's like through storytelling they need to explain this. Otherwise, I would be like, no, I wouldn't recommend anyone watch this anime because it's real fucking stupid.
Okay.
Basically, the fact that this... Okay. All right. There may be an explanation for this, and I'm going to be like overly critical, and people are going to yell at me, but so far, Angel designs have been like really cool, you know, excited to see the next one. Then they're just like fucking 1 out of 10 Angel design, like fucking lamest fucking possible design they could come up with for this one.
Oh, Ramiel?
Yeah, it's a fucking, like, did you run out of ideas? Were you drawing a blank on like making a cool ass fucking monster?
Well,
that you just made a giant diamond? Like what happened?
Well, here was the original idea that Anno had for it. They didn't have the budget for. Now, they were able to do his full vision in the rebuild. And if you want, hell, you know what we can do? We could actually do a...
Was the full vision still something similar to that, or was it actually like a much cooler looking creature?
Much cool. Well, yes, it has the same base shape, but shit happens with it. It's just like, oh shit. Like just
because it's just like how.
No, really.
How much money does it cost to like draw some more lines on a fucking thing?
If we do, okay. You know what? Let's watch the rebuild at one point. Let's watch the first rebuild movie.
We're planning to. It's just.
Actually, you know what we can do?
I just don't understand that they didn't have the budget, so you dumbed it down that much to where it was just a fucking diamond floating in the air.
Well,
you couldn't have added anything to that.
Not really, no.
It's just a geometrical
because
shape.
Anno didn't want to sacrifice his original vision was, and he didn't want to shortchange it. And he said that Ramiel's design here, and also the last 2 episodes were the biggest budget cuts. In which, yeah, I can see that. But the rebuild series assessed. Especially the first rebuild movie assessed the biggest criticism with this episode was the angel design was not that good. But the angel designs for the rest of the series are actually really good. This is really the only stinker, I will say.
But then the other thing is just like, how does this fucking thing know that there's a base there with dudes that are specifically out to destroy?
That will be answered later.
So it better be answered and explained in terms of their sentience, their intelligence, and basically enough for me to not be like, that's fucking stupid.
You will see.
Like, for them to be drilling through to specifically attack their base, right now my brain is like, that's fucking stupid, and you better explain as to why that's not fucking stupid.
You will see.
So,
that's all I'm going to say. You will see. Because
I
it is
easily
explained.
see it getting to the end of the series and they never explain that, and me being like, oh, okay, so that was just fucking stupid. And then I would be like, now I see why people were pissed off.
You will see. No. There's a whole other reason why people were pissed off about the last 2 episodes. But that being said, it is explained. Now, whether or not you like that explanation is up to you. And
it's just any explanation at all would be better than just not explaining that. So.
And then, of course, there's this whole mess right here. I'm not saying mess, but okay. This experience right here is the biggest answer as to why, or as to like a lot of the questions that you have.
Fair enough.
And like the full answers. But what you're asking is revealed within these episodes. Revealed within this. Yeah. As a matter of fact, what you're asking is actually revealed a lot earlier in the Rebuild series than it is in this. Uh-huh. But I think it actually works just as well, if not better, in the Rebuild series.
Now, when you're saying the names of the angels and shit like that, are you taking that from a different source, or is that something that actually gets said at some point in this series?
You actually see them. They actually flash, like, up on screen. They, like, give you the names of the angels.
Like, later on?
Yeah, you'll see them.
I was going to say, or am I just that unobservant that they have
No.
They
because me, I went back and I combed through this series several times. And I looked for every little thing that I could get, so that I could more understand the story. And there's an episode where there's actually times in the episodes you actually see the names of the angels. If not the ones that are on screen at that moment, then the ones that have come to pass. You will see that.
I'm trying to figure out what was happening during that scene. Like, there was this scene here, and it just started flashing shit, and I almost thought that the DVD fucked up. And I was like, I'm confused as hell right now, but you didn't react like anything fucked up, so I was like, okay, what the fuck's going on? And
which part
I'm
was it?
I'm trying to remember what that was now that I thought that. It was a fucking weird, like, really quick scene transition where it only showed a couple of things for a couple seconds each.
Oh, you mean like the real quick cuts with
Because it was so fast and weird and awkward that I almost thought the DVD fucked up.
No, actually, that's how Anno works. Anno is about, when something happens, that's how he does exposition in some ways that speeds, that keeps the pace up. That doesn't make you feel like you're tied down.
It didn't make any sense, though.
Which part? If I can see which parts.
It was probably like halfway through or a little before halfway through that episode. You might actually have to rewatch this afterwards just to see what part I said that at, I guess.
Maybe. All right, well, let's see.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not trying to, like, poop all over the series or anything after this episode. This is just my reaction to this particular episode.
Yeah, and
so this particular episode had me kind of being like, the fuck?
It's like, understandable. I'm not gonna say anything like overly like just be like, how could you say that? No, you're gonna have your opinion about it. Now,
I'm sure other people will be like, why is he shitting all over the episode after, like, all of a sudden stuff will be like, this is a real what the fuck episode.
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this episode.
My least favorite episode so far is episode 6, Evangelion Sniper Elite 4. Anyways, but I don't know. It was just a weird episode.
Well, And this is one episode that that Anno said he really wanted to go back and work on. That's why he did the Rebuild series.
Fair enough.
And I understand why whenever I watched Rebuild, because the Rebuild version's a lot better.
Okay.
Opinions, guys. Everybody's got them. Doesn't mean that they're a jerk or anything like that. It's just we all like things that are different.
I might be a jerk sometimes.
But anyway.
I'm especially a jerk if somebody else is a jerk first.
That's fair. That's fair enough. I'm the same way. It's like, hey, you can dish it. I can dish it right back. You want to dish it, you got to be willing to take it. That's all I've got to say. All right, well, that's going to do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. This was Evangelion, or Neon Genesis Evangelion episode 6. Nick says it's his least favorite. What did you all think? Did you all think that it wasn't as good as the previous episodes? Yeah, let us know. So, anywho, that's going to do it for this episode, and we hope to see you all in the next one. We'll hope to see you then. Peace out.